This video is just going to be a general overview of this project. I'm going to talk about how it works and I'll have a demonstration. In another video I'm going to go into detail about how I made it and my ideas for improving it and making it useful. Check out my GitHub page. I have all the code and diagrams and solid modeling files for this thing. So this is a prototype system for tracking the number of bullets in the AR-15 magazine. It's just a novelty. I can't really think of too many practical applications for it, but I thought it was an interesting idea, so I just tried my hand at it. The way it works is you have a battery pack here. This is power for this Raspberry Pi, and I have a wireless charger, a Qi wireless charger like for mobile phones, embedded in this plastic square right here. And what that does is it sends wireless power to this magazine, and inside this magazine there's an Arduino, and that takes a analog reading of a potentiometer I have laid against the spine of this magazine. And what that potentiometer does is it tells me where the follower is in the magazine, and that tells me how many bullets are in it. And so once I know how many bullets are in the magazine, I send that data using a little coil. I send it straight to a magnetic card reader like you'd find in a cafeteria or something. I have that embedded. I have a little magnetic card reader in there, and that coil emulates the swiping of a magnetic card, and it detects it as a magnetic a string, basically, like what a magnetic card would have written on it. And I can change that. I can change that string dynamically with this magazine so that it represents the number of bullets in the magazine. And so from this magnetic card reader, it's sent to the Raspberry Pi through a USB port right here. And the Raspberry Pi has a Bluetooth connection with an Android smartwatch or a smartphone, and it'll display the number of bullets inside, or at least the number that it gets from the magazine, which is generally pretty accurate. I haven't had too many problems. Something that gives this idea at least a little bit of merit is that this magazine knows how many bullets are in it at any given time because it's taking an analog reading. It's not like keeping track. It doesn't have to. It's not counting how many times you shoot. It's simply counting how many bullets are in the magazine. So that means that you can take it out of the gun, load it with 6 bullets or something, put it in there, and it knows it has 6 bullets. You can take it out without shooting it. Put 2 more bullets in, you have 8 bullets, and you put it back in, and it immediately knows it has 8. And because it's not doing any tracking based on firing, it's only doing tracking based on where the follower is. That also means that it doesn't know if there's a bullet in the chamber. That could be something for a future version of this to figure out how to measure that sort of thing. But I think that would take more resources than what I have. I don't have a mill. I'm not a gunsmith. But I have some ideas about how that could be done, and I'll share those in another video. So this magazine can tell how many bullets are in it from 0 to 30, but it gets a little bit unreliable from about 28 bullets to 30 bullets. So in the demo I just put 25 in to show you that it works pretty well for the rest of them. There's a little glitch in it, but it's very short. It's like half a second. So I think for a proof of concept, it works pretty well. Okay, so here's the rifle. Ugly, I know. And I'm going to put a 25 round magazine, well, it's 30 round magazine, but with 25 rounds in it. Going to put it inside and test it. I've got the Raspberry Pi powered on, and I've got the watch connected. I don't know if you can see that. It says no data. Maybe you can see that. No data. That's because the magazine's not in. So I'm going to put the magazine in. So now it's in, and 25 rounds. Focus, please. 25 rounds. So I'm going to try to fire these 25, and you'll be able to see as it ticks down. Okay, 25 rounds. I'll put 1 in the chamber. I'll chamber 1. Goes down to 24 because 1's been pulled out of the magazine. We'll see if it can go down in a reliable fashion. 24, ready? 23, 22, failure to fire,
I'm going to eject this one. So that was at 22 and I ejected that one. So now it's down to 21. Oh, it's a little bit, it needs some calibration. Sometimes it'll hop up to 22, but now it's back down to 21. 20. 19. 18. Failure to fire. So we're at 2. I'm going to eject this one. It'll go down to 1. Ejected. Down to 1. In the magazine, that is. So 0 in the magazine, 1 in the chamber. Works pretty well.
So it works pretty well. It's not perfect, but it's about as good as I wanted it to be. With some extra software and some calibration, I could probably get rid of those small glitches and have it read up to 30 reliably. But I'm going to leave that for later. There's a lot of improvements I can make on this project, namely this front end. It's pretty awful. But the reason I didn't spend any time on that is because I wanted to replace this Raspberry Pi 3 with a Pi 0W. It could do exactly the same thing, and it's much smaller, so you decrease the form factor. And as for this battery, I don't know, I just found that lying around, and it has a 2 amp at 5 volt output and a 1 amp at 5 volt output, which is perfect for the Pi and the charger. This needs 2 amps at 5 volts. And so this thing just kind of worked for me. I'm sure there are battery packs that are much smaller that would work even better, but that's just what I had. So I'm going to have a video talking about what I want to do. There's a lot of software improvements that I have in mind that I don't have the time to implement right now. But all that stuff will be on GitHub, and if you want to, you can recreate it or just fork it and make your own version. That's actually preferable, to be honest. But until I get the discussion and explanation videos posted, that's really all I have for now. So thanks for watching.